Crews has enjoyed being an athlete, actor, and television personality. But one thing he probably doesn't love is all the backlash he receives every time he opens his mouth. Due to several questionable comments he has made and beefs with other celebrities, several people in the industry just can't stand his ass. Lord, this is gonna be messy. Before we jump into this hot, stinking mess, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of lemon pepper beef jerky, toasted corn nuts, and watermelon licorice. After Terry bravely shared his Me Too experience involving a male talent agent who groped him at a party, comedian DL Hughley called Cap. Lord, this is messy. During an August 2018 appearance on Vlad TV, DL said it was hard for him to believe that someone of Terry's physique and stature couldn't stand up for himself in that type of situation. DL added, "God gave you muscles to say no." Dang, dog. A few months later, Terry finally responded on Twitter by stating, "Sir, you said I should have pushed him back or restrained him, and I did all those things. But you act like I didn't. Were you there?" DL clapped back with, "That's different than slapping the shit out of him." In his written rebuttal, Terry tried to explain that getting physical isn't the correct way to deal with toxic behavior. He then said he once looked up to DL as a comedic genius, but he was no longer a fan. As of this video, it doesn't appear that Terry and DL have made amends. I don't blame him. After a 2019 shakeup on America's Got Talent, Terry became the host, while Gabrielle Union was hired as one of the show's judges. Unfortunately for Gabrielle, she was told to get to stepping after one season. Bye, Ashley. According to Variety, Gabrielle called the show out for having a toxic culture and stated she was often demeaned for being a black woman. After word got out, Terry told the Today Show,
"Is there a toxic atmosphere?"
First of all, I can't speak for sexism because I'm not a woman, but I can't speak on behalf of any racism comments. That was never my experience on America's Got Talent.
Gabrielle wasn't having it. She took to her Twitter to state she had multiple witnesses and she wasn't exaggerating about her experiences. Although Terry tried to walk back his statements by stating it was never his intention to invalidate her experience, stop lying, Gabrielle made it clear that it was too late to apologize. It's too late. Gabrielle told Jamil Hill's podcast that since Terry was getting 3 different checks from NBC, she understood why he wouldn't speak up about racism. She also slammed him for not supporting her and for being out for himself. In the end, Terry ended up looking like Boo Boo the Fool when Gabrielle filed a misconduct and racial discrimination lawsuit against the show and the network and was offered a huge settlement. In other words, there was some truth to her allegations. Boom. So, although Terry had a different experience than Gabrielle, people wished he would have stood in solidarity with her. And since he didn't, it just became another reason why people can't stand him.
It's part of the bigger conversation of Black women earnestly wanting the support from our brothers when we are speaking out and speaking up. And there really should just be a code, because so many sisters feel like so often we're on code and our brothers aren't.
In the wake of the nationwide protests following the murder of George Floyd, many people saw the importance of coming together and uplifting one another during a time of social unrest. As for Terry, he was on some bullshit per usual. In June 2020, he tweeted, "Defeating white supremacy without white people creates black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we are all in this together." Terry received 18,000 replies on Twitter, with the majority of people calling him an Uncle Tom and imploring him to sit his ass down somewhere. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Terry's former Everybody Hates Chris co-star Tyler James Williams took the high road by attempting to explain to Terry that no one was calling for black supremacy. People were just, quote, vigorously vetting our allies because time and time again, they have failed us in the past. Terry still couldn't comprehend what the hell was going on, and he replied by telling Tyler that much more could be accomplished if black and white people worked together. Terry. As if his initial dragging wasn't bad enough, Terry returned to Twitter weeks later to write that we must ensure that Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into Black Lives Better. If he don't shut the hell up. Guess who chimed in with some major shade? DL, of course. He posted a photo of Terry and wrote, "Terry Crews is the worst kind of black man." It took Terry 2 damn years to realize he was in the wrong. 2 damn years. During an April 2022 appearance on The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, Terry apologized for his controversial tweets. He admitted the timing of his tweets was a mistake, but at the time, all he wanted was peace. He added, "It goes back to my need for approval. And again, it was a mistake." You're damn right it was a mistake. Hell. So if it was a mistake, surely he deleted the tweets, right? Nope. They're still right there on Twitter for everyone to see. Besides his prolific Twitter fingers, plenty of people don't like Terry because they're tired of seeing his mug all over the place. Overexposure is something a lot of celebrities deal with, and the only way to combat it is for a celebrity to take some time away from the spotlight. At this point, it's clear that Terry has no desire to allow the public to miss him. Aside from his acting and hosting duties, he continues to flap his gums and spill unnecessary tea that absolutely no one asked for. Not a damn soul. Ain't nobody checking for that shit. Terry has been very open and honest about his past addiction to adult films. He has explained that his addiction caused him to express anger toward his wife and 5 children. Say what now? What the kids got to do with it, Jesus? During an appearance on Dax Shepard's podcast, he said he would pick fights with his wife just so she wouldn't ask him any questions, and he would be angry at his children for getting in the way if he couldn't watch a movie every day. In their 2021 audio memoir, Terry and his wife stated that Terry's addiction and infidelity almost ruined their marriage. However, they attended therapy to help Terry break free from his lustful urges. I've been like, bye, Terry. Although it's a serious issue, most online users had no sympathy for him. Zero, zilch, nada. One Twitter user called Cap and said Terry didn't have an addiction. He was probably just unhappily married and had the desire to cheat on his wife. Again. While Terry Crews has given people plenty of reasons not to like him, we hope he learns from his tendency to say the wrong things at the wrong times. And since he loves to give advice, here's a friendly piece for him. Think before you post. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching R to the R to the G.